Hi, my name is Justin, aka Ghost Reader, and today I'm going to be doing my November TBR, basically my TBR for Nonfiction November, which looks the same as my actual TBR for this month. So let's go ahead and get right into the books that I will be reading for for the month of November. So I'm not going to be following any of the prompts from the nonfiction November, mainly because I'm going to be doing a lot of other stuff, and I just didn't really have the time to find books to fit those prompts necessarily. But I am going to be reviewing some books from NetGalley, and so that's where basically all these books come from. So two of them are actually books that I planned to have read last month but didn't get the chance to. So I will be reading them in November, and then the other three are going to be books that I already planned to read in November. So let's go ahead and get started. And the first book that I'm currently reading is taking me a bit to get through because it's a lot of information in the book. It's a lot more information than I thought it would be. Gives a lot of background on this topic, but that is Case White, Invasion of Poland 1939 by Robert Forczak. He is giving a very detailed account of what's happening. He's giving a lot of the backstory to the actual invasion. So I'm 20% into the book and we still haven't gotten to the actual invasion. He's still setting the stage. So that's probably going to take some time for me to read. This actually already came out. It came out on the 29th of October. So I'm trying to finish it so I can get the review of that out. The next book, which comes out on November 5th, is This Land Is Their Land by David J. Silverman. And this is about Thanksgiving, the first Thanksgiving, and the relationship between those first pilgrims and the Indians that helped them survive to that first Thanksgiving, and the relationship between that and then King Philip's War, which saw their relations completely break down. So I'll be reading that, which is kind of like fits with the fact that November is Thanksgiving. It's a month where we have Thanksgiving here in the United States. And then the other three books, which are brand new, I haven't touched them yet, are When God Had a Wife, The Rise and Fall of the Sacred Feminine in the Judeo-Christian Tradition by Len Picknett and Clive Prince. This book basically talks about, they go back and look at archaeology evidence about a time when early in Judaism, the early Israelites also worshipped a god who had a wife, and that wife I think was Ashtaroth. I haven't read the book yet, so I'm not exactly sure. And then they look at how that changed, and also how they say it was brought back with not that guy had a wife, but that the feminine character, or at least feminine. I'm not really exactly sure because I just read the synopsis and edit, but how some of that spirit was brought back with the teachings of Jesus and then Simon of Magnus. It caught my attention because I'm a Christian myself. I had heard about the early Israelites worshiping a god who had a wife, but what really caught my eye was Simon of Madness. That was something I hadn't heard of before, and that's something I'm interested in, so that's why I picked up this book. The next book is Freedom Roots, Histories from the Caribbean by Laurent Dubois and Richard Lee Tourette's. So this book basically talks about the history of the Caribbean from the early 16th century until the modern times, and kind of puts into context how the Caribbean got to be where it is today in the modern world. I have a vague sense of the knowledge, a vague sense of history of the Caribbean. Mainly I know of Hades because I've listened to some podcasts on the Haitian Revolution, but not much about the other islands in the Caribbean. So I thought that this would be a really good book to kind of fill in my gaps there. And then the last book I picked up was Queerbaiting and Fandom, teasing fans through homoerotic possibilities. This is edited by Joseph Brennan, and this is actually a collection of essays about queerbaiting. And it's, I think, I forget how many authors there are in this, but basically it looks at different TV shows and I believe movies, and then talks about queerbaiting and how it's been used and the effects of that on the fandom and things like that. So this would be a really interesting book to read. I don't really get caught up in queerbaiting and the queerbaiting phenomenon, but it will be interesting to see, because I have seen other people complain about it, that they're just queerbaiting us and they never really like go all the way. Just kind of bait us to get us to watch, but never really like actually go full on with it. So I thought this would be an interesting book to read. So yeah, so there's that. So that is what I'll be reading for nonfiction in November. I may be participating in NaNoWriMo. I don't know. By the time this video comes out, it will be November 1st. So I guess I'll decide between when I finish shooting this video and the start of November 1st whether or not I'll be doing Nano. But yeah, that is it for me. I want to thank you for watching. If you are participating in Non-Fiction November, please let me know what you plan to read, or at least what your most the book you look most forward to actually reading is. Let me know that down in the comment section below. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at GhostReads28, and also on Instagram at Justin the Ghost Reader, and on Goodreads. The link to that is down in the description box below. So as always, let's get this right. Keep reading.